Happy Tuesday, everyone. This is Pastor Matt. Welcome to a little bit of sermon overtime. If you haven't caught last Sunday's message yet, be sure to watch that first before watching this video, or this video won't make any sense. But if you are all caught up, then let's pick up right where we left off last Sunday with characteristic number 7 for Mrs. Right. Sunday we talked about 6 characteristics that apply to you whether you're male or female. But now I want to get a little more gender specific because the Bible gets more gender specific. And pretty much all of what I'm going to share today comes from chapter 31 of the book of Proverbs, if you want to read that later on. It's a great chapter that describes a wife of noble character, or as we're calling it in our series, Mrs. Right. So if you're a single guy watching this, take some good notes. Here's what to look for in a future wife. Or if you're a single or married woman watching this, here's what to aim for in being Mrs. Right. And number 7 is this. Mrs. Right will have a beauty deeper than the skin. She'll have a beauty deeper than the skin. Yes, of course, guys should find their wives physically attractive. But outward beauty won't be all there is to Mrs. Right. She'll also have this natural radiance from her heart, which is important because as Proverbs 31:30 says, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. So all you single guys out there, I promise you from experience, there is no beauty that even comes close to the glow a woman has when she has a sincere, close, personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Mrs. Right has a beautiful heart as well as a beautiful face and body. Because like we said last Sunday, the heart is the key. The outside is the bonus. Number 8, Mrs. Right will be an initiative taker with an attitude of selflessness. She'll be a selfless initiative taker. That's one you see throughout Proverbs 31. Again, I encourage you, read it later. It describes this woman who, of course, has her own ideas, has her own thoughts, has her own plans and dreams and courage and faith and knowledge. She's not someone who just sits around and waits for her man to tell her what to do. Okay, she's an initiative taker. At the same time, though, she has the selflessness that Jesus modeled for all of us. Her goal is to work with her husband as a team, not to try to control him or manipulate him like marriage is some sort of competition or something. No, Mrs. Right's goal will be to help her husband as he carries the huge responsibilities God gives him, including the responsibility to lead his family. Mrs. Right will be an initiative taker with an attitude of selflessness. Number 9, she'll also build her husband's confidence. As Proverbs 31 puts it, a wife of noble character is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She'll be trustworthy. For example, she may dress in a way that's attractive, but she won't dress in a way that's deliberately seductive. And women know the difference, as do us guys, right? Mrs. Right will be a woman who carries herself in a way that lets her husband know he can trust her. She won't be someone who carries herself in a way where she's obviously trying to get the attention of every guy she encounters. She'll build her husband's confidence. And number 10, Mrs. Right will display a kindness that touches others. Again, Proverbs 31, the wife of noble character opens her arms to the poor, it says, and extends her hands to the needy. Now, can guys be compassionate and kind? Obviously. But to the guys out there, wouldn't you agree that just in general, it's like God just made women with this capacity for this special kind of kindness and tenderness? And Mrs. Right will have that. She'll have this tenderness that touches lives in a beautiful, positive way. According to God's eternal perspective, those 10 things are what to aim for in seeking Mrs. Right, or seeking to be Mrs. Right. And Thursday, we'll plan to talk about the remaining characteristics for Mr. Right. I hope you'll tune in then.